Hey YouTubers, it's Sandy from Spare Time. We are back in the office painting today. It's been a few days. We had a little short vacation up to Arkansas to see our son. So I have some video of his new 3D printer. I think that's pretty cool, so I shot some video of it. I'll post that later on, but it's back to work today. So we are going to be putting the purple color in the main office. I'm going to try one wall, I'm going to let it dry to see how I like that color or not. And then update on the blending of the colors that I've been doing at the ceiling and the wall. I think I kind of figured it out. And I will get on here later on and actually show you what I figured out, see if you like it. All right, that's it. We're going to get to work. Okay, YouTubers, we are letting that one wall paint dry on there, and so I can kind of tell if I like that color or not. It's looking good so far. Some of it is drying a lot faster than the others, so it's a little bit darker. So I'm gonna give it a little bit, let it dry. But in this little bitty break I'm gonna have, I'm actually gonna get on here and tell you about the blending that we were doing in the previous video. If you haven't watched those, I did the painting of the office closet. And instead of putting up trim along the ceiling, crown molding, I wanted to try a flawless look, or I guess a simpler look. So we went through and did some different methods and fooled around with it in the closet. So it's easier to fix, or if it doesn't need to be fixed, it doesn't need to be fixed. So, but I changed my method completely because I was really having difficulty trying to get that blend to, I guess, be consistent enough to actually look good. So, shower thoughts anyway, I was sitting there thinking, why was it not working out? And I'm guessing it's because of the angle. So I was thinking about when I do arts and crafts and painting in general, I usually do it on a flat surface. So I thought about it, why don't I just bring one of the color to the flat surface? And I figured out that the white looks better bringing it down from the ceiling. So I want to show you kind of what I did. See if you can see that. Let me get the camera right. And I actually really like it. It blends that ceiling, that white color down to that gray purple, and I really think that's the look I'm going for. So that will be how I pretty much do it. And the way I do it is I take that brush and I do the same concept. I put a little bit of one color on one side and a little bit on the other side, and then just go up there flat and do it. And it seems to, as long as you keep your paint level on the brush consistent, you know, don't flip back and forth, it seems to be a lot simpler actually than the other method that we were trying. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. I have pretty much finished the whole closet when I was playing around with it. So whenever we go to do it in the office, I will sure to put it on here and let you see it. But we're gonna get back to painting that room. I want to try to finish it today. All right. I just got done with the first coat of the purple on the walls in the office. I have ran out of paint, which is a good thing because it managed to get the first whole coat on there. And like I said before, I don't like buying all my paint at one time to reduce on the amount that you have left over too much. So I think it'd take a gallon, probably less than a gallon, which is good because I can do some touch-ups and paint over time. I just have a little bitty bit of it. Other than that, I usually do not do my trimming on the ceiling and the floor until I get done with the second coat, but this time I had some stuff left in my pan, so I wanted to go ahead and use that up instead of trying to get it all back in the bucket. But it gave me a chance to actually use a new little roller that I got. I purchased these from Temu. I got 10 rollers and the handle that fits them perfectly. I got it for like, I think it was $2.50. So it's not a bad deal, but I did get to try them out. And I don't know if it's the one that I have on the roller or not. I'm gonna fiddle with it a little bit more, but for some reason, when it is loaded with paint, it just scoots. It doesn't actually roll. And then if it touches this rounded edge, which I like, but if it touches it, it will hang it up. So I've had some issues with it. Don't know exactly if it's me that's doing it or if it's the roller itself. But hey, for cheap, especially if you want to use and just chunk away, but I actually bought them because of the size. They are super small, and I figured that would be awesome around plug-ins that you can't even fit this size in. So, or windowsills, which is a pretty good, perfect little size there. So that's my little review on it. Hopefully you get some and try them out. I mean, they're $2 something, so it's not bad. You just have to kind of work with how you're working with your paint. I suggest not loading the roller down too heavily so it doesn't just scoot. I'm guessing because it's so small, it gets stuck with so much paint, it just slides. But yes, I think I will be going to get some more paint tomorrow, so I'll probably get back on here either tomorrow or the next day and finish up on the second coat. Other than that, I got stuff to do, so my spare time is definitely full. So that is it, and I'm done for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.